ICT Lesson 2 Electronic Spreadsheets. This is our second video in this lesson series. I have already uploaded one previous video. So don't forget to watch them before starting today's lesson. And also please subscribe Teacher's channel and share this video with your friends. In the previous video, we have discussed about the common tools that you can see in Microsoft Office Excel interface. So, today we have to discuss workbook and worksheets. Two new words for you. Workbook. A workbook is an Excel file that contains one or more worksheets. It's a container that holds multiple sheets. So this is just like your book, right? A book consists of many pages. Book is a container that holds multiple sheets. Likewise, workbook, right? Workbook is an Excel file. In this Excel file, it contains many Excel sheets, many worksheets. So let's learn what is meant by worksheet. A worksheet or a sheet is a single tab inside a workbook where you can enter and manipulate data. Yes, normally in a book you use pages to write down notes. As it is, in a workbook there are a lot of worksheets. We use worksheets to enter and manipulate data. Each worksheet has rows and columns, forming a grid where you can input values, formulas, charts. Simply, worksheet consists of many rows and columns. The intersection of rows and columns is known as cell. Cell is used to input data. Right. Now you can do the activity 2.1. Let's work on spreadsheet. Now I am going to show you how to work with spreadsheet. Now in my screen you can see Microsoft Office workbook. So I haven't saved this Excel file yet, therefore you can see the default name as book 1. Right. So as we know, workbook can contain one or more worksheets. Here we have one worksheet. If we want more worksheets, we can click this plus mark and add new worksheet to our workbook. New worksheet to our workbook. In this way. Right. So this is quite similar to your write-in book. Write-in book contain many pages. Likewise, workbook contain many worksheets. So if you want to write anything in the first sheet, right, use this cell to write down anything. Right. I'm going to the second sheet. Click on the sheet and then you can enter other data. Right. Yes. If you want to delete any sheet, delete any worksheet, right click on it and then click delete. Right. Now I want to rename these sheets. Then right click on it and go to rename. Let's rename these sheets. Right click, go and rename. Right. And also we can add some colors. Then go to right click, tab color and add some colors. we can add some colors. Right. So in a one workbook, there may be one or many worksheets. Worksheets used to enter data. Yes, in a worksheet, there are columns and rows. Right? Columns and rows. Yes, here you can see these are columns. And these are rows. In horizontal way, you can see rows. In vertical way, you can see columns. Intersection of row and column is known as cell. Now we are going to enter data into an worksheet. Yes, this is our Excel worksheet. Now we can enter data. So let's start. You can type any letters, numbers, any special characters. Right. In this way, you can enter data. You can format this. And let's add some values. Like in this way, we can add data to our worksheet. Now we can do the workbook activity 2.2. Yes, in the workbook, you can see a table. Right here, activity 2.2, what you have to do, you have to type data in column A, B, C, D. Only the highlighted area. Right? So you have to save this file for our future practicals. Now we are going to learn how to save any worksheet, how to save any workbook. So we need to follow this normal procedure. You have to go to file, then select save, or you can choose the save as option, and then you have to select a suitable location to save the file, then give a proper name, and finally click the save button. Do it practically. Right. Let's do it practically. This is our worksheet. So the default name is book 1. I want to save this worksheet, so go to file, click on file, then go to save, and then select a location to save this file. Let's select my desktop, and we need to give a proper name, so let's give grade 9 and then click the save button. Right. Once we finish our saving process, we can see the new name grade 9 Excel. Identify row, column, cell and cell range. Here you can see first name box. Right. Name box. Name box. Display the currently selected cell. Yes, this is the name box. And then you can see the columns has a label beginning with letter A in English alphabetical order. And also you can see rows has a label starting with number 1. And then you can see a formula bar. Shows what is being typed in a cell. This is the formula bar. Yes. So this is a cell. Intersection between row and column is this cell. So each cell has a cell address. So how to form cell address? So cell address start with the column, letter and row number. And then you can see a cell range of selected cells in a close proximity. As I told you earlier, how to make a cell address, how to form a cell address. We have to start with column letter and then we have to write the row number. See the highlighted cell labeled with number 1. A3. A3. And let's go to the next one. Second cell. Column C, row 6. Then we can say C6. Let's go to the third cell. Column B, row 8. Then B8. When we go to the fourth cell, column B, row 13. B13. Now this is your chance. There are 10 highlighted cells. What you have to do, you have to write down the cell address. It's up to you. Okay? And now we are going to discuss how to find the cell range. Yes, first you have to write the starting cell address. Here, starting cell address is B2. That's a mistake, right? Starting address is B2. Then you have to write down the last cell address B5. B2 to B5. B2 colon B5. Naming a cell range. Now, this is your chance. You have to identify the cell range. So, let's see the first one. Let's identify the yellow colored cell range. Starting cell is B3. Starting cell is B3. Then we have to write down the last cell. Last cell. B3 to last cell is B7. Let's go to green colored cell range. First cell is B10. Last cell is E10. So how to write the cell range? B10 to, you have to use the semicolon and then E10. Let's identify the blue colored cell range. First cell is E3. Last cell is F7. Now it's very easy to name the cell range. So our first cell is E3. Then F7. E3 to F7. Okay, so in today's video, we have discussed about worksheet, workbook, and then we have discussed about how to enter data to a worksheet, and after that we have identified cell, row, column and cell address, cell range. So in the next video, I'll have to discuss with you text formatting tools, positioning tools and alignment tools. Hope to see you in the next video. Please share these videos with your friends. Let's meet again in the next video. Goodbye, all of you.